The second leg matches in the Champions League semi-finals are officially in the history books, and they were nothing short of incredible. With Barcelona and Inter Milan battling it out in Italy to PSG and Arsenal clashing heads in Paris, we got to witness two matches of pure footballing brilliance. And alongside the action and excitement of these games, we now know who will be contesting the Champions League final in 3.5 weeks' time. Today we're taking a look at the second leg matches in the Champions League semi-finals to see who came out on top and who came ever so close to making history. These second leg matches did not disappoint, so let's go ahead and talk about them. The first match of the day saw Inter Milan and Barcelona go up against each other in the north of Italy. With the aggregate score being 3-3 before the first whistle, this match truly could have gone any which way. The first 22 minutes would be a true deadlock between two incredibly talented sides, but one mistake would change the entire course of this match. After a sloppy giveaway from Barcelona, it would be Dumfries' lateral pass that would find Lautaro Martinez, and with his shot firing into a practically empty net, Inter Milan were now leading by 1-0. The Italian side continued to keep up the momentum with chance after chance going their way, and Barcelona's worst nightmare would come true in the 45th minute. After a hefty challenge on Martinez from Pau Cubarsí in the penalty area, the referee would eventually call a penalty after a VAR check. Without hesitation, it would be Hakan Çalhanoğlu's blistering strike that would find the bottom left corner, increasing Inter's lead to 2-0 right before halftime. The first goal of the second half came in the 54th minute, and with Eric Garcia's beautiful strike from seemingly out of nowhere, the match was now 2-1 for the home side, but the pressure was certainly mounting. The Spanish visitors would get their second goal just 6 minutes later, and after a pinpoint header from Dani Olmo after a gorgeous cross from Gerard Martin, the match was tied at 2-2 with 30 minutes left to go in regular time. With some great chances coming for both Inter and Barcelona, the match was seemingly headed to extra time until a miracle happened in the 88th minute. With Rafinha's first effort slamming into the hands of Jan Sommer, his second chance would fire into the bottom right corner as Barcelona's first lead in the tie would bring the score to 3-2 with just a few minutes left to go. With time running out and belief starting to fade, Inter Milan would get a miracle of their own from a truly unlikely source that no one could have seen coming. With Dumfries getting in behind the Barcelona defense and playing a clinical pass to the center, it would be Francesco Acerbi's flick that would find the back of the net. With the game coming to a 3-3 scoreline at the end of 90 minutes, this truly historic match was now going to extra time. Inter Milan would open the scoring in the 99th minute, and after some atrocious defending from Barcelona, it would be Frattesi's curling effort that would find the bottom right corner, giving the Italians a crucial 4-3 lead. Barcelona spent the next 21 minutes giving it everything they could, but after some world-class saves from Jan Sommer, they weren't able to find their equalizing goal. Inter Milan beat Barcelona by 4-3 in this match and come away with a scintillating 7-6 win on aggregate as they advanced to the Champions League final. The final match of the day saw PSG and Arsenal face off in the French capital. With the Parisian side holding on to a 1-0 aggregate lead, it would take a solid effort from the English side to get back in this tie. Arsenal had the majority of the chances in the first 27 minutes of this game, but despite their many opportunities, it would be PSG who would strike first. After a poor defensive clearance from Thomas Partey, it would be Fabian Ruiz who would blast home a shot with a left-footed volley which found the back of the net, giving PSG a crucial 1-0 lead. That lead would last until the halftime whistle, with PSG holding on to a solid advantage over the English visitors on aggregate. The first 25 minutes of the second half would see chances going both ways, but PSG would get the best chance of the match in the 69th minute. After the referee gave a penalty for a handball against Miles Lewis Skelly, the home side would choose Vitinha to take the spot kick. However, a very weak penalty by the Portuguese midfielder would be saved by David Raya, keeping the score at 1-0 for the home side. It wouldn't take long for PSG to get their second goal of the night, and with a beautiful curling effort from Hakimi into the bottom right corner, the score was now 2-0 for PSG in this match. Arsenal's opening goal would come in the 76th minute, and with a very lucky deflection falling at the feet of Bukayo Saka, his shot would fire into the back of the net, bringing the scoreline to 2-1 for PSG with 15 minutes to go. Despite Arsenal giving it their best effort, there would be no more goals in this match as PSG came away with a thrilling 2-1 victory. Arsenal are eliminated from this season's competition in heartbreaking fashion, while PSG advanced to the Champions League final for only the second time in their history after a 3-1 aggregate win. With the second leg matches coming to an end, let's see where the semi-finalists stand before the Champions League final. Barcelona came ever so close to the first Champions League final since 2015, but their defensive errors would ultimately cost them a shot at Europe's biggest prize. Inter Milan come away with a thrilling victory over the Spanish giants as they return to the Champions League final for the second time in 3 years. Arsenal's path to the final ends in devastating fashion, and their hopes for silverware this season come crashing down with it. And with PSG's victory over their English counterparts, they secure their spot in their second final in 5 years. The Champions League final is just 22 days away, and what comes next will be truly historic. But what did you think of the second leg matches in the Champions League semi-finals? Which match was your favorite, and who do you think will go on to win the final? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more football content, tier lists, and everything in between, and as always, I'll catch you next time.